Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today is another one of my Versus series where I take a disc that I love that's in my bag and compare it to sort of the competition. Today, I've got two of my peers. Anyone who's watched anything of our content knows that this is my favorite disc of all time. So that is going up against the Paul McBeth Luna, in which I've got the 2025 Tour Series and a Big Z one that's a little bit more used and beat in. Big disclaimer, obviously it's something that I really like to throw in the pure. So it's more of a biased review. It's kind of seeing how the competition does compete to something that I throw all the time. So yeah, with that in mind, we're gonna see how these go. I've got two of each. I'm gonna kind of do a best shot doubles through Baker Park here, and we'll see how it goes. All right, start with pures. I'll throw up a bit of U-disc distance just for reference, although I find between the T-signs and U-disc and what it actually is, just plus or minus 20 feet on these things. Whoops. We'll call this warm up, I guess, for these ones. Oh, dear God. Well, good start for the Luna, as both pures are just being hit by a tree. That's tasty, Luna. Don't know if the contrast will let us see down there that far because it's so bright over here. It's a bit turned over. The score's not quite the be-all end-all here for what's better. I'll kind of switch who has the tee based on which disc is done better, just so try and make it as fair as it can be. Of course, as far as scores going, the pure is way back here, so not good start. Also, I'd hate for my putting to dictate which disc is technically better. Luna first now. Basket's real close. The ace run potential is too high out here. Frick. Whoops. All right, Luna's still up first. That one's just going left. Jeez. Also going left. I appreciate they changed the numbers to a 3402 instead of that 03 fade they claimed on the Luna, but even then they're still going way more straight to turning. I'm also just bad right now. There we go. Oh boy. All right, bear with me on this one. There's a Mando on these trees and the basket's around them. A little high. Not too far. Also too far. Too high. Oh man. I'm gonna do some catch cam on this one because it's nothing to see if I hit trees early. Just teeing off from down there. Bang. Bang. Fuck. And right down there around 220. There's an unfortunate scenario right now where I got 4 shots at aceable holes. So I'm just winging everything kind of willy-nilly. I'll try to focus a little bit more. Yoinksville. Oh. probably just out the back. Oh God, that could hit someone. God. Gone. That was just trying to be safe and it was bad. Oh, but the tree was good. This must be that Paul McBeth luck they're talking about. Off the trees. Oh my God. All right, the tee is all the way down there. I'm gonna do another catch cams because it's gonna be so hard to see the basket off the tee. It is there. Finally. Woof. Long one coming, probably gonna be harder to see. Right down there, around 330 feet. The Luna's still first. Yoinked. Oops. That's so bad. That's polite. Oh, over the log. All right, this is where my issues with the Luna start coming in, is on these long drives and just the grip. I don't mesh with it well enough. So despite the fact that it can go far, I'm yoinking them and pulling them over, and thankfully this one's all right, so we'll see how it goes. Wow, I don't think it deserves that though. This is another one that'll be junk to see from the tee, so I'll be just down there. Around 220 feet again. Yuck. That's bad too. Shocking. All right, Luna. That's some bullshit. Like 320 feet. Flip. Eee. And that's 2 over. Yuck. Oh boy. All right, 11. It's gonna be hard to see from the tee. It is up on this hill. I'm just gonna film out this way in the hope that my discs will come back into frame. Oh, it was decent, to be honest. That one played way too close to the trees. Also not bad though. Luna. Oh my God, what is that even? All right, down here in the dark. Little 200-foot hole, more or less. So bad. Lucky. Shocking. This one's gonna be absolute trash to see. Basket's down there. I am going over here, over the top. Short. I just hear trees. Yeah, okay. Ugh. Nice 300 feet. Another straight one. I'm probably gonna go around the side though. I don't know. Frick. Yuck. This poor disc. I just struggle trying to throw it far. All right, this one's around 330. Won't really zoom in much, but it is like down there behind these bushes. Far, meant to be wider. Fuck, can't do it. I can have a mulligan. Like, I cannot throw these far, I don't know why. The amendment, I guess, is not that I can't throw them far. I mean, like, I can't like reach for power and then throw them accurately far. Fuck, I didn't deserve that anyways. Baker Park showing that it is the busiest course in Canada, even on a early Friday morning, although I'm taking so long, it's a bit later now. I've had to stop and wait and let people play through a couple times, which just puts more pressure on me, so. Definitely had a better front nine when I was playing at my own pace. Back nine's been a little bit spotty because I had to stop and start. I had to skip hole 12 essentially just because it wasn't worth trying to film that. I was on two different sides of the freaking fairway and stuff. So I'll give some kind of thoughts right now anyways, as I'm almost done this on hole 17 here. I think I had a lot of focus for the Luna on the front nine specifically, even though those holes are aceable and I kind of tend to play too hard trying to run them. I had better control and touch on the Luna, so it had a great start. The Pure though, again, just for hand feel and everything else is what I'm most comfortable with. So when it came down to it and we got to the longer holes, I can't control these. It's something about the grip and my power grip on the Lunas, I just don't get settled. And when I'm trying to throw it harder, then I tend to yoink over on it. That is just very specific to me. So while that poo-poos on my review of it, it's not indicative of how this is as a disc overall. Obviously, just based on how it's shot on the front nine, it is awesome. And even though I'm not getting my best shots out here, it's showing that it can go far. You can see the glide on it. I definitely love the new numbers where it is 3-4. So I do show that extra glide and then 0-2. So I still think it's 0-1, but yeah, we'll see how it finishes on the last two holes. One big one, one short one. Better. That's the cleanest long distance throw. Although it's also par 4, so I think I played it more like I'm allowed to turn it. Well, that's more like it. We are going just around behind those bushes there, not too far. That could be all right. That might be early. Yeah, that hit trees for sure. Not as bad as I thought. Pure is just there. The Luna might have hit the post or something based on the sound it made. I thought it was a tree. Final hole. That's gonna be too far. Hit tree and stop. Stop. No idea. That's safer. Then it held so freaking straight. It just isn't stable, is it? Jesus. All right, just do my closing thoughts at home here because Baker's getting so busy. I played a solo round with this afterwards, and while initially it was a little bit more bleh, obviously I wasn't shooting doubles anymore. I got a -3 on the front, and I probably should have had 4 because on hole 8 finally I had that long throw again, and I didn't yoink it. I actually threw this properly and got to see it fly normal for a change, and it was great, and then I just messed up the putt. But I was -3 on the front. but then on the back, I continued to connect well on all those long holes, starting with hole 10, and I was suddenly parking them now. And 10 was just the turnover shot one, so it was like a nice pan over, and just parked that. And then 12, I up the gut. I couldn't throw that on film at all today. And then I got to play through some guys, and I just laced it up. I thought it was too far on the side, but it just slowly turned over and went right under the basket. That was great. And then 15 was like a little bit long, but I corrected on 16. So it just was working so much better. I finished -7 on the back. So that was -10 solo with just this, and then my regular putter, I guess. But they're great. I'd be lying to say that Lunas aren't good. You could watch any pro throwing them. You know that they're great discs. Still, for me, there is partly the ease of access to buying more, especially in premium plastic. The big Z ones specifically I've found to always be a little bit less stable. This version, this 2025 Tour Series one, was fantastic. But at the end of the day, for me, while this is so awesome, and it's like the sexy throwing putter in disc golf, everyone loves freaking Lunas. For me, just to be consistent, it doesn't have the grip in the hand feel. It doesn't mesh with me consistently enough. I've had the big Z one, or big Z ones for years, and I can just never get consistent with that feel. So yes, they're awesome, and I actually had a great time playing with it today. But at the end of the day, you have to go with what feels good. And again, like I said, with this series, I'm throwing things that I love. It's gonna be really hard to contend, but I wanna try new things and experiment more. And especially with the new Tour Series ones, going back to that Z Swirl plastic, I was excited to try one and actually use it instead of just doing nothing with them. But for me personally, like, this has the grip and the feel, everything that I want. It's easy to buy pures as well. And then with the Peak they've made now, it's kind of like the stable counterpart. So again, where the Luna is a bit more stable and the flights were really good, these ones being a touch more neutral means I feel way more comfortable on the turnover shots with them, hyzer flips. I just feel like I can do more comfortably, specifically when you get down to the hand feel too. So if you haven't tried pures, I would recommend these all day long. They're awesome. This is like the putter version of the Buzz, I would say. So yeah, Luna, fantastic, obviously. Pures, my go-to, my favorite. If there's anything you think I should compare these to that you'd like to see me try out, I would love to try new discs, like I said. So you can leave a comment on that. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.